what up first and foremost, but you'll believe me if I said this like the 15th, 16th time I tried to make this video. I don't know why it's been so hard for me to do it. I like to go all the way through. I don't want to edit it, no nothing. So even if I done talk for a few minutes and I don't like what I say, I'm going to chomp it, throw it away, instead of just putting it together. But another thing too, bro, this just like a little statement, speaking to strangers. I don't know how I'm going to word the title, how I'm going to put it, but this is just something I was thinking about today as I was at work, and it was kind of happening. It kind of just started coming to my mind. I'm like, man, I'm going to talk about that, bro. So this is more of like me just talking. You dig what I'm saying? Not necessarily trying to teach nobody or explain something to you or get you to understand something. If you catch something from it, you do, bro. So, speaking to strangers, number one, I realized, like, you got to have dignity to speak to strangers, number one. But the crazy thing about it, speaking to strangers is going to improve your dignity you have in yourself. Because, like, as humans, bro, we got this, it's this weird thing. It's like, it's so many weird mind games we play on ourselves, bro. Like, okay, whenever I'm in the world, I can't see my face unless I look at a mirror. And so, because I can't see my face, sometimes you can, like, trick yourself into thinking, like, you don't exist in a way. So, if I'm out here and I walk in the store, right? If see somebody else walk in, my senses go off. I'm kind of not watching them, but my peripheral, they moving around me. Like, I notice them and my brain acknowledges them. Whenever it's you don't normally do that for yourself. You're not going to acknowledge yourself. You dig what I'm saying? And we sometimes forget that people are going to do that to us like we would do that to them. So, I feel like a lot of times people don't speak first or try to go up to strangers because they want to not be acknowledged. And I feel like the reason of that is because when you speak to someone and they acknowledge you, a lot of people aren't content with the version of themselves that they bringing up to the table. You dig what I'm saying? It's like something in you. And so if I can not be acknowledged for as long as possible, then I can get in and get out. And to me, you didn't see me to even notice my flaws. Because a lot of things too, when we think that when we open up our mouth to people, in a way this is true if you get to blabbering and not talking and not speaking on things you know to be true and just having regular conversation about stuff not just making shit up. But whenever we speak, that we exposing all our flaws to a person. So if I speak to you and I say something to you, then you're going to automatically know what I got going on and how I'm a failure. Like, the things I be trying to do don't be coming true. It's just like we just going on this whole, like, mind just scramble, like, about speaking to people. And that's what make people awkward, I think. Like, when you're talking to a shorty, if you think that you got to say the right thing or she going to know you this, know you that. Like, it's just weird. It's a lot of mind shit. But, so, boom. What I want to kind of say is that, speaking to people, it shows that you don't mind how people take you at face value. It shows that you accept them, man. You don't really know my flaws. I'm human like you, and you know that I know that you got flaws just like I got flaws, and I'm okay with that. Nobody's perfect, and knowing that can kind of bring that anxiousness down. I don't like saying anxiety just because I don't want to say I have that, I had that, and then self-prescribe my that every time something wrong. So, when you just anxious about something, realize that somebody else can be like that too, bro. And that in itself, okay, cool. I can breathe a little bit, and it show you a content with the version of yourself that you bringing forward. Your head up, your shoulders, they straight. When you speaking to someone, you everything that I just said about them seeing you for whatever and trying to accept you and trying to figure you out, whatever they trying to do, whenever a person sees you, you okay with that by speaking to them first. All that happens so fast. It just some psychological shit, bro. So a few ways you could kind of, get yourself to this. So number one, dress right, bro. You don't got to be walking around like you finna hit the red carpet every day. But, when you go out, don't have on the bonnet or the do-rag or the mismatched shoes or clothes that don't match. Or, you coming in the store, you looking, like you just rolled out of bed, crust still in your eyes, then you really not going to speak to nobody. You really just rolled out of bed and just coming in any kind of way. You don't want nobody to see you like that for sure. That's why people be like, man, I saw what you call them in the grocery store. I was so embarrassed. Well, you get yourself right before you go out, or you might see somebody. You can have that confidence in yourself to, instead of being embarrassed and running from them and turning the corner quick or turning your head, you can speak to them. Y'all can have a conversation, bro. You follow what I'm saying? So, and then also, bro, your network is your net worth. You know, people say this all the time, bro. You never know who you're going to speak to. You know, people always say, like, oh, yeah, white folks, they meet somebody and they tell somebody their whole life story. And guess what? By them doing that, you know how many doors them probably open for Bill, who told Hank about this thing he trying to do, and Hank know Sam, who fix up this, and he could probably get him in contact with Dylan, and Dylan put everybody on, and now they all, like, you never know who knows who, bro. You know, black folks, we do this too, bro. You know, we know a lot of people. We know, like, oh, you get a flat tire, something wrong with your car, man. I know Mr. whoever, Mr. Robert, Mr. whatever the man name is, Mr. Woody, he'll get your car right. He gonna make sure you straight. He gonna take care of you. I know an AC man. I know a turkey wing man. I know a nigga that just cook whatever, ball meat, whatever. I know a grass cutting man. We know people like that. But use the same way we know that to go speak to a stranger and go find somebody that build houses, that somebody that work in a bank that can get you a loan with no money down, 1% down, 5% down, 10% down. That can get you in contact with people that's going to make you some real life money. You dig what I'm saying? We got these skills in us already. We just got to apply them to the right shit, bro. So, you know, using this network, speaking to people. And you can start small, saying, hello, how you doing? Every time I say this to people, they always say, son, how old are you? Be like, I'm 22. They be like, man, I forgot. I didn't even think people your age even spoke to people. A lady told me that in the gas station the other day. She said, you 22? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, I didn't know people your age even spoke to people before. You just told me good morning. I said, yeah, good morning. She said, man, people are not doing that. Like, that's crazy. Like, I'm like, damn, bro. That's crazy. Like, also, too, you got to understand, people go through so much bullshit in a day. If you just nice to a person, they going to remember you. They might buy your lunch. You know, you done been nice to somebody, and they done said, man, let me take care of this for you. Somebody just being nice to you for out the blue for no reason. Probably the result of somebody being nice to them. So, you know, and that stains on people. People remember that shit, bro. You follow what I'm saying? And, you know, you create relationships with people, and you build, and you network, and you grow, and you open doors that you didn't think would open. You know, you talk to Sam at the gas station about something you want to do, or even thinking about doing. And then Sam tell you about whoever that know this, and they'll get you in contact, get you more information at the least, and then you decide if you want to do it or not. Because, you know, man, listen, bro. I know I'm all over the place, bro, but this is just some shit on my mind, but that I kind of wanted to just kind of get off. And I just want to kind of end it off like, bro, you realize this, like, everything I just said started from you facing a fear. You know, facing your fears is so huge, and facing things you're uncomfortable with is so big, because everything I just said, every word I said was another possibility that happened because you faced your fears. You got uncomfortable, bro. Getting uncomfortable and facing fears is more than just the accomplishment of saying, I did this and I can move on. Like, and that in itself, think about how big that is. And let's say a crazy example. You scared of the dark and you start sleeping in the dark. Man, now I can sleep in the dark. You don't get no benefit, but I can sleep now in the dark. You gain something. But the fact that you're going to gain a million different things from facing your fears is unreal, because facing this one fear is going to cause you to want to face this one, don't want to face this one, that you learn this from, it started at you sleeping in the dark now you done walked up to whoever, and now you finna sign a contract. Now you finna get in business with this person. Now they finna put you in, now they finna introduce you to your future, you know, mate, soulmate. You dig what I'm saying? There's so many ways things could go, bro. And, you know, I just say, man, face them and roll with the punches and get up and fight again, bro. You dig what I'm saying? With that being said, I'm gone. Matter of fact, I'm not gone, man. I know I was off a script hella. I was really just kind of trying to go off the mind. I wrote a little bit of notes, but as I was writing and versus how the shit came out, it just felt better as I just spoke. And I looked down and tried to add a little bit of shit, but